Alright, so we are at the final round again for the Group A finals, and I've definitely had multiple times where I get to the finals and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna win, but this time I really don't think I'm gonna win. So kind of sucks that, you know, I am probably gonna lose this one, but all I can say is I did try pretty hard to get what I wanted. It's just, you know, every time I got medium S or medium or turf S or medium and turf S or groundwork or whatever, it was like either, you know, there's only some combination of them, like maybe not all together, or maybe they were all together, but the run just went poorly. You know, there was always something that went wrong. Or maybe I even got the stuff and then, you know, green skills didn't show up, so I didn't even get a trigger groundwork. There's just always something wrong because there's just so many different variables, right? You need to, like, the inspiration variables are just too high because you need groundwork and you need S rank aptitudes from inspiration. And so it's very difficult just to do that. And then you have to have your run go well. And you have to get the green skills so that groundwork triggers, which some of those green skills are also from inspiration, some of them are from skill hints, you know, and sometimes the skill hints just don't give you those. So yeah, basically none of my runs went as well as I wanted. I definitely have some that have groundwork setups. I definitely have some with medium S. I definitely have some with turf S, but nothing that's altogether good. So I spent so much time trying to create frontrunners. I tried so many of them here. And yeah, in the end, just don't have any perfect ones. And then onto the main topic, the Group A finals that we're doing now. I decided to go with a completely new Maruzensky and a mostly new Suzuka. The Suzuka I technically have used here once in my very last run. I don't think she's actually that strong. And I didn't actually train her for Champions Meeting. I trained her simply for trying out Unity Cup. She was my first try at Unity Cup, and I was like, yo, these stats are actually kind of good. And then I chose her skills more so for team trials rather than Champions Meeting. But the skills happen to work in Champions Meeting for the most part as well. However, I don't even have angling. I don't know if I even had the choice for angling because it was a very low chance to even get it because I don't have Seiyun in my own veterans, and I was using my own veterans for this. I guess there were two Seiyuns here though. Maybe there was angling. Maybe I could have chosen it. I don't know. But my deck was just kind of thrown together. I was like, let's try this for Unity Cup because, you know, two Link characters with Haru and Raisho and stuff, and maybe it'll work out. And then it actually did, and I was like, yo, kind of good. Surprisingly, she actually won 3 of the races, but I assume maybe just mood was good or opponents were weak. I don't know. I'm mostly putting her in there because I want to make sure double front runner succeeds because I don't have enough faith in. I probably should have just put in Teio, but I don't have a lot of faith in Teio winning because, as far as I can tell, she generally is going to lose to any good ogre caps that are also at like base chaser. Because this was my Taurus Cup Teio. It wasn't even created for this cup either. So yeah, this cup was just kind of a mess. I do like my Tachyon, but I'm not actually sure Like I thought the hesitant debuffs and Dominator were gonna be better for this cup than stamina debuffs. And maybe that actually is the case for the finals, but I'm not actually sure if the previous rounds it was better. I think in the previous rounds it might have been better to have nice nature and stuff. But maybe in this final round where everyone has great mood and stamina is slightly less of a factor because the mood is great, maybe the hesitant debuffs pay off more. Well, we'll hope she does well. Yeah, and then I have a new Maruzensky, so let's see how it goes, I guess. Because I don't have a lot of faith, but I do have a lot of hope, so yeah. We'll see. See what happens. It'd be amazing to win. No other frontrunners, so it was in fact the right choice for me to bring a second frontrunner. That is already a positive. Because if I only brought one frontrunner to here, I would probably be reliant on Teio, which she can win, but as like I said, as far as I can tell, generally the O recaps have been beating Teio. So let's see who we're against. Okay. Okay. This doesn't look the scariest. I mean, like these are decent, and do they have the Dominator setups? Yeah. Okay, so this person's setup is pretty strong, I think. They have Lone Wolf as well. Hopefully the other person is Lone Wolf to deny that. Because this Ogre might actually be pretty scary. This person does have Lone Wolf, so Lone Wolf is cancelled out. That's very good. Special Week, Ogre. Okay. They're actually... my opponents actually have like decent stuff, but they're definitely beatable. Like I could see winning against this, especially if my two frontrunners just like propel each other forward, right? But I think I mentioned it earlier, because the Suzuka wasn't actually designed for this and doesn't have angling, I do actually need my Maruzensky to pass her by the last spurt, so that Maruzensky goes up front and triggers angling. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. This lobby definitely looks like I could have a chance to win though, but you know, I'm still worried for my team. Just as I was before I checked who I was against. So, yeah. But yeah, it is interesting to see that this was a lineup with pace and late surgers only, which means I did want probably a second front runner like I have. Sadly, my Tachyon, the one thing she is lacking is like a stamina debuff beast chaser debuff. You know, she doesn't have like subdued beast chasers or something, I think. She has like subdued and flustered on all three of the other positions, I believe. And she has hesitant on every position. And she has murmur and sharp gaze or whatever. But she doesn't actually have, you know, subdued or flustered beast. So it's very doubtful that they run out of endurance unless they just don't trigger their stuff and their debuffs of each other enough. I don't know. I don't there's no mystifying murmur or anything here, or Oceanize, so likely no one gets stammed here. Maybe that's a good thing for me. Maruzensky's up front, also a good thing for me. Maruzensky also speeding up, also a good thing for me. Bad thing is Agnes is actually pretty close to us. Like the pace chasers in general are pretty close to us, so I really need Maruzensky to shoot forward fast once we reach this spurt. But this looks bad because Agnes Tachyon is literally already ahead of Suzuka. So we really need Angling to trigger here and for Maruzensky to just take off. Angling triggered, but I don't know if she's really taking off. She's in front, but I think she's going to get passed by the end. And the debuffs slow them down enough. I think I'm going to get second here. Huh? Come on, Maruzensky, hold on to it. That velocity up right there with Triumphant Pulse probably is too much, huh? Yeah. Yep, I knew it. I knew there was a good chance I don't win here. Feels bad, man. I have actually won all the previous Champions meetings, so it sucks to finally get a loss. But all I can say is I tried and just wasn't able to succeed with front runners. I think maybe I would have been better off as well, just making like double debuffer and then like a pace chaser or something. But yeah, what can you do? We are second place finishers. And it was Robo Loco's Ogre. I did think that one was the scariest. I'm curious how it would have ended up. I think they created this in Unity, maybe? Yeah. This was like a last minute creation by them as well. But it actually ended up working out. Honestly, I do think this Ogre was very beatable, but I just didn't beat it. Because like nothing here is that scary. It just has Redshift and Shooting for Victory. Like I probably could have even created my own pace chaser that was as good or better than this. If I had tried to. So, you know, what can you do? Feels bad, man. Second placers. Wow, we do still get Leo Cold at least, but it sucks not having that platinum tag. And of course the extra rewards. And now we have the next Champions meeting already in like, I don't even know, like a week and a half or something. It is like very quick. Like this one I think had quite a bit of time and I still wasn't able to create something for it, and then the next one's like no time at all, and again I need to make front runners, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's easier in Unity Cup because I think it's easier to get greens at least, but you still need to hit your inspirations for groundwork and Mile S or Turf S. So we'll see. Yeah, hopefully I can get back to winning next time. But yeah, sucks to not win this time.